right, so right here, he's doing the lap siding install for Everlast. And what he does, he has to measure from the butt joint all the way to the end of the channel trim, and then deduct 1/4 of an inch to allow for expansion and contraction when the siding sits within the trim channel. So right here, he's pushing the siding in all the way to the right just to double check that he still has 1/4 of an inch. And if you put the camera right there, you can see 1/4 of an inch space. So he's just double checking when he installs this. Now he pushes it all the way into the pocketed trim. Now he's pushing it over, and that gives us an inevitable 1/4 inch inside the pocketed trim. So that's a good practice to use to make sure you still have your 1/4 inch spacing. After you cut the board, push it all the way into the trim, there should be 1/4 inch space between the butt joint, and then move the trim or the siding back over to the butt joint, and then you put your seam brackets on. That way you have 1/4 inch spacing in the pocketed trim. Right here with Everlast, when you nail, you have to make sure the nail in the nail flange is at least 1/4 of an inch away from the end of the nail flange. So at first glance right here, it looks like this nail is really close to the end of the nail flange. It looks closer, but you got to think there's a diameter on the nail head. The nail head diameter is not going to get in the way of the movement of the panel. It's the actual shank portion of the nail. So if you get closer and you push the siding in, shank of the nail is 1/4 inch away from the end of the nail flange. So in this case, the siding still can move left and right.